How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be going over the brand new Battle Royale rewards. I'm also going to show you guys the Set 30 headliner, as well as hop into the brand new Moonshot event, which consists of right-handed hitters against mainly left-handed pitchers. This first Battle Royale reward is Casey Mize. He is indeed a 99 overall. I'll go ahead and hide the face cam. And this card is certainly the better Battle Royale reward of the two. This card is absolutely incredible. He honestly could be the best starting pitcher in the entire game. Here are his base attributes, and then I'm also going to link his individual pitching attributes from Daddy League's Diamond Dynasty in the comment section down below. I want you guys to take a look at that. I'll also link my tweet in comparison of both of the Casey Mize with those attributes depicted. So this next card that is a 12-0 Battle Royale Flawless Reward is Gary Carter. I think the main thing about this card is that he's pretty good all around. His contact against right, though, is a little bit low for me, in my opinion, especially for a 12-0 Flawless Reward. I think that anybody with lower than 80 contact is not really that usable at the higher levels in this game. This card, however, Rod Carew, was a World Series reward last year, and he's okay. I mean, 98 overall is the same exact attributes from the one we had in last year's game. He's kind of alright, but here's the updated schedule. We will have Stage 3 Team Affinities coming out on the 30th, as well as a brand new 5th inning program on the 25th. That was originally scheduled for the 26th, but it looks like they are going to be revealing a hidden legend for that program on July 25th, and that will take place over on Sony San Diego Studios Twitch live stream, and that's going to be pretty cool. We have a chance to earn some Twitch packs. We have a chance to see the hidden legend right away and start grinding that program immediately after the stream is over with. They'll go ahead and press the button, so that's pretty cool. I think that that was kind of an exciting thing. Kind of threw me off as well. I was telling people that it was not until the 26th. They were saying that the schedule had updated and everything. So anyway, I figured I would go ahead and get into the Moonshot event a little bit here. I mean, some pretty good teams I'm going up against in this thing. I'm using a lot of cards that I can prestige. I'm using Craig Biggio. I'm using Gary Sheffield. I'm using Carlos Correa. Here we had a great situation to win this game, a great opportunity to walk this game off. And we end up hitting into a line drive double play. Biggio to right field. I pressed L1 kind of as the fielder was approaching the ball. I tried to press it as early as I could, and it didn't work out. I didn't get a good jump with Salvador Perez. I mean, he is fairly slow. He doesn't have good base running skills either. But I probably should have went to a pinch runner in that last situation as we end up losing the game. Bases loaded, nobody out, only score one run. There's no way that that can happen, especially in a ranked seasons game. I'm just glad that it didn't happen in ranked. But in this situation, my base runners get messed up once again. I don't really know what happened there. They were running into the third base dugout, it looked like, and then all of a sudden 90 speed is scoring. I wanted to try and look at the replay from that last play, but we put the ball in play. But I just continued on with the game, and I forgot to take a look to see if the runners actually were running way off the base paths. Anyway, in this next one, we give up a 2-run shot to Matt Kemp. This card absolutely crushes lefties. We have Braun, Steven Matz in the game. There aren't really too many right-handed pitchers that you can use in this event that are effective. I would say the best one is probably a starting pitcher, Brusdar Graterol. I was using him a little bit in the last event, and he does have the outlier quirk. He's all right, but there aren't that many good pitchers that you can use to get outs in this thing. So really just have to hope that your opponent gets himself out, and hope that when you do square the ball up, that you get rewarded on some of those swings. I noticed, a handful of lineouts, quite a few lineouts in this event game so far. Just squared up some good pitches. I mean, with good contact, just maybe a little bit early, maybe a little bit late, just end up hitting the ball right to the fielders. Anyway, we take a lead there with Barry Larkin. It's a 3-2 ball game, but we're using Chance Adams, who is a common starting pitcher, and he gives up that absolute moonshot to Gary Sanchez. That was a pretty good feedback pitch. Just threw it right over the middle of the plate anyway. Didn't matter at all, and sent it out. So now we have a bases loaded opportunity. The opponent is going to cash in this run here, 58 speed, coming in to score. Even with the perfect throw from Biggio, doesn't have enough arm strength to throw him out there. Now we're down to our last out. It's a 3-1 count to Barry Larkin. He smacks that one into the gap. That should tie the game up. and give us a pretty good chance to walk it off. We do have Carlos Correa coming up to the plate, very next hitter, and Barry Larkin on third base. So 1-0 count, bottom of the third, slider over the middle of the plate. I dropped the PCI down and maybe just moved the PCI a little bit too much as I was making contact there. I honestly have no idea how that last hit was not squared up a little bit better, or at least sent into the gap for the game-winning run. But anyway, we are giving up a ground rule double. Another bases loaded opportunity. We end up losing that last game 7-4. I mean, I had a couple good chances to tie it up in the bottom of the fourth. I had a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the third. We'll go ahead and hop into another game, and we're already down by 3 runs. I mean, this Moonshot event, anything can happen in these 3-inning games. It doesn't really matter what the opposing record for the opponent is. It doesn't really matter. It's 3-inning games. You're facing really low-tier pitchers. You can really get anything going. I mean, in the last Moonshot event, I had a few games where I struggled at the plate, and then, a few games where I scored 10 runs. I scored 18 runs in 1 inning. Just broke the game open a little bit in a few games. It's just a matter of staying consistent, playing consistent throughout each and every inning, scoring each and every inning, and just doing the little things like swinging early, trying to pull the ball on inside pitches, maybe swinging a little bit late on outside pitches, trying to go the other way with it, just hitting the ball where it's pitched. And this is going to happen. Good squared up lineouts is going to happen. It's just part of the game, and you're not going to get rewarded on every swing. Sometimes you're going to square it up pretty good and line out. Sometimes you're going to hit an early home run as a no-doubter. So it just depends. You just never know. It has a lot to do with the pitch coming in, where the pitch is located, but also just the randomness with the game. I will say that there is a little bit of randomness with this game. I know at times when I get luck in my favor, where I feel like the opponent squared up the ball and they don't get rewarded. That's not the case right here. He walks it off, bottom of the 3rd inning. In this game, I think I had about 3 or 4 lineouts out of my 9 outs. I didn't even get a hit in that last game, but flew out to the warning track with Posey on a power swing. Just had some interesting things happening in some of these games. In this next one, we started off with the leadoff homer from Jackie Robinson, so that is a great way to start it off. We're facing Jake Kalish, who I have no idea who that is. I don't know a lot of these pitchers I'm facing. I figured I would try and use guys that other people use against me, and if I feel that they're tough to hit or I feel that they're pretty effective, then I'll use those guys on my team as well, since I don't know a lot of how these bronze or common lefties play. Anyway, this opponent right here was having a tough time in the outfield. He was having a tough time getting his jumps correct, or at least moving the fielders to the ball when the ball was initially hit. Like, sometimes I would hit that, like, for example, that last one with Barry Larkin, I felt could have been caught. This one I felt could have been caught too, if he gets a pretty good jump on it in center field. I mean, he does have Victor Robles out there, but he just wasn't getting the good reactions towards the baseball on those borderline line drive outs or fly balls that could have been caught as well. So just some things I noticed. Anyway, we get messed up on the bases once again. I am holding down L1. I am aiming to the right, aiming towards Sheffield, trying to send him to second base, end up trying to send Biggio to second base. And then Sheffield is just running around between first and second, even though there's a force out on a ball to the wall. It's a close play at second base. So I don't really know what is going on sometimes with the base runners, but we do have an 8-run lead. We're looking to tack on a couple more runs, try and get some runs scored with Biggio or with really anyone. Here, I don't really know what happened. It was like a weird lag swing. Buster Posey hits it into the gap. He didn't even really swing the bat. I have no idea what happened, but we end up scoring that run with Biggio, winning that last game 10-0. We'll go ahead and hop into another one. I did play a couple games off stream. After I ended the stream, I wanted to try to get some better gameplay. I was struggling a little bit. I was inconsistent with some of these hits. Win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game. So I wanted to try and focus up a little bit more, try to hit the ball a little bit better. And we end up doing that somewhat, but also disconnecting in a couple of games. Here we're in the top of the second, facing Andrew Chafin. Barry Larkin's up. That's a power swing, a pitch that I'm not really on. I was a little bit late. We somehow still pulled the ball. But we end up with the triple, And then as you can see here, he slides into third. We get a network error. I have no idea. Got disconnected from MLB The Show. I hopped into another game, and the same thing happened. I paused the game because the person that I was playing messaged me on YouTube saying that we matched up. And I went to respond to him. I unpaused the game, took one swing, and froze. So I just closed out of the application. Second time I disconnected in a row. So we do have these 5 packs to open. I have been having a lot of fun with these Moonshot events, and we probably won't see any brand new event rewards until after the Moonshot events are over, until after that final free-for-all Moonshot event. We'll probably have a new one with some brand new, potentially really good rewards. 99 overall players, who knows what we'll get. But thank you all for watching. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.